This episode is a prime example of why I don't like Black Mirror. Let's get into it. So, my wife made me watch the new Black Mirror series recently, and we got through about 2 episodes. She's been trying to get me to watch the third one, and I'm not trying to go back there. I'm not trying to go back to this place. Because episode 2 in particular, called Bete Noire, right, which I guess is a black beast. I'm not sure what the title's supposed to represent in terms of the story itself. Okay, let's get into it. Anyway, so the actual episode involves this lady. I'm not even remembering her name at this point, but the protagonist of the episode who's working at a food tasting company. And she's doing her thing, minding her own business. And next thing you know, she has a friend, right? And that friend or frenemy, some person she knew from high school who ends up showing up at her workplace and eventually actually ends up getting a job at that workplace. And the entire time, the person's sensing that something is wrong, something's off. And the story eventually unravels and reveals what's actually going on and what's happening. And by the end of the film or the end of the show, you end up in this weird sci-fi horror situation where there's some stuff that happens that I won't spoil here. But if you guys want me to get into spoilers, feel free to leave a comment below saying get into those spoilers, because I can talk about it. But basically, my issue with a lot of Black Mirror episodes, particularly borne out in this one, is that they'll have a cool, interesting concept that's like, oh, that's cool. That's a nice way to blend in some sci-fi elements mixed in with our real world and to make things really creepy and scary. So they always have these cool, novel concepts that in theory are really cool. But then once they're executing the concept, the execution varies from episode to episode. It might be excellent, top-notch execution, like the previous episode in season 1, or it might be so-so execution, like maybe this one here, right? But then what you end up getting towards at the end, how they choose to end the actual episode is what just frustrates me. Because especially with this one, I feel like how they chose to end it, there's absolutely no build-up at all getting into this ending. Like there really isn't any. There's nothing throughout the episode that I'm like, oh yeah, this person could maybe possibly sort of do this. It doesn't work out at all. And there's a reveal that they sort of reveal throughout the episode about the main character that, I mean, can be a little obvious in terms of the reveal itself, but the actual that they do is just a conversation with the two individuals. And it just doesn't work out well as a proper, solid reveal as to why the main character is being so weird and sketchy the whole episode. But most importantly, it doesn't serve as any explanation as to why she makes the move that she makes later on in the episode. It really does not at all make any of that sense. And this could have easily been fixed if they planted the seeds for that heel turn at the end of the episode early on in some aspect, in some regards. Maybe they did. Maybe I need to rewatch it a little more and kind of see if the seeds were there. But just upon immediate viewing and immediate reviewing in my mind, there wasn't anything there. It's almost like the ending was about to happen. And I'm like, oh, look at that. They're following a theme of bullying and sort of what can happen with a bully. And there's something going there, right? With what they wanted to sort of express with their theme. Then they get to the ending. And it basically takes the theme that they've been working on the entire episode and building it up and essentially just breaks it into pieces. All of a sudden, whatever it is that they were talking about, whatever message was there throughout the episode is essentially gone within the final moments. It's absurd. It makes no sense at all. Why even at this point make the episode? And again, that's what frustrates me about watching these things is I'll put it this way, right? When you're watching something, typically what's going on is you have some sort of a theme woven into the story. And by you watching the story, it's allowing you to unpack that mystery, whatever it might be. The mystery box. It allows you to open it up and unpack it and see what's there. And depending on what you're watching, the packaging is easier to open for some things and harder to open for others. For example, I love superhero stuff. I watch them all the time. Those things have a very simple packaging. It's easy to open, easy instructions, boom, you're good. Black Mirror, on the other hand, a lot of the episodes, they try to be nuanced and complex with how they're expressing what they want to express. And what you get is sometimes a packaging for your gift that's really difficult to open, which is okay if the gift inside is amazing. The problem is that once you get to the end of the packaging and you finally open it, the gift you're being given is trash. It's useless in some cases. And that's what you get in this episode here, is that what you're getting from it at the end, there's just no use to it. And I want to get into more details in terms of what I mean by that, but without spoiling the episode, that's as far as I can go. So if you guys are interested in the spoiler review on Bete Noire and why it is a prime example of the problems with Black Mirror, feel free to let me know in the comments below. I'm your man Lex. I like to do deep dives on different things in media. Particularly, I focus on my lane, superhero stuff, but sometimes I venture off into, let's say, dark territory. Anyways, if you like the video, feel free to hit the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I'm going to be doing more of these reviews because it seems like my wife's wanting to get through at least season 7. By the end of season 7, I'm telling you guys I'm done. I don't want to go back to any other Black Mirror episodes, at least for now. Who knows? Maybe I might be a believer at the end of this. I might actually like the show. We'll see once we get to the end of the episodes. For now, on the fence to not wanting to see another episode ever again. So feel free to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel. I have a playlist for all these Black Mirror episodes that I end up watching. So who knows? By the end of it, I might be a fan. Let's find out together. I'm your man Lex. There's no such thing as entertainment, and I'm out. Peace.